Welcome back to the channel. Is Alex Kiriakis actually going to dump Stephanie and betray his own marriage for Joy Wesley? Are we really about to watch the complete and total destruction of Alex and Stephanie's relationship this July? I am officially predicting a massive July sweeps divorce, and I am absolutely losing my mind over this summer promo. I've got some massive Salem drama to unpack today, so if you are obsessed with all things Days of Our Lives, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a spoiler. Let's be real for a second. The Days of Our Lives writers are absolutely turning up the heat for the July sweeps month, which runs from June 25th all the way through July 20th. We just got our hands on the official summer preview, and there is one specific scene that has me screaming at my television screen. The spoiler reveals that baby Kelsey is going to suffer a terrifying medical crisis, and this emergency is going to be the exact catalyst that brings Alex and Joy closer together than ever before. I honestly believe this is the beginning of the end for Stephanie. In the promo, we see a frantic, panicked Alex rushing into University Hospital. He looks completely disheveled, terrified for his daughter's life, and he screams at Joy, "Where's Kelsey? What happens next is pure soap opera gold." Joy, looking completely distraught and vulnerable, collapses right into Alex's arms for comfort. He holds her tight, and the chemistry between Robert Scott Wilson and Alex Ann Hopkins in that one split second is completely off the charts. But hold on a second. Notice who is completely missing from this highly emotional family crisis. Stephanie Johnson is nowhere to be found in that hospital waiting room, and if you ask me, that is the biggest red flag of the entire summer. We all know exactly why Stephanie isn't there, and it all goes back to the absolute worst decision the writers have ever made for Abigail Klein's character. I still cannot believe the writers made Stephanie pull a loaded gun and fire it at Joy inside Alex's apartment. Are you kidding me? Yes, we know Stephanie is suffering from severe PTSD after being kidnapped by Owen Kent, but throwing all of Steve Johnson's firearm safety rules out the window and shooting at your husband's baby mama? That is a plot twist that you simply cannot walk back from. I mean, let's really break down that shooting scene for a minute. The writers had Stephanie wake up groggy, disoriented, and completely paranoid. She grabs her gun and just fires it at the door. What if Alex had been walking in? What if Joy had been holding the baby at that exact second? It was a reckless, unforgivable moment that completely destroyed any moral high ground Stephanie had. And now, Jada Hunter is breathing down her neck with a police investigation, leaving Stephanie completely paralyzed by her own massive mistake. She is facing potential criminal charges while her husband is playing house with his ex. Because of that insane shooting incident, Joy played her absolute best card. She weaponized that terrifying moment and completely banned Stephanie from being anywhere near baby Kelsey. And honestly, I don't blame her. If I were Joy, I wouldn't want a trigger-happy, traumatized woman anywhere near my infant daughter either. But this ban is exactly what Joy wanted all along. Now, Alex is forced to spend all of his time with Joy completely alone if he wants to see his daughter. Joy has successfully isolated Alex from his wife, and this upcoming medical crisis is going to be the final nail in the coffin for the Kiriakis marriage. I think Joy's playing a brilliant manipulative game of chess, and Alex is just a pawn on her board. We need to talk about the classic soap opera trope that the writers are utilizing here. The sick child brings the estranged parents together storyline is a staple in daytime television, and it works every single time. Think back to storylines from 5 to 10 years ago. Remember how Sarah Horton and Xander Cook completely bonded and fell back in love when their baby Victoria was battling pneumonia? The sheer terror of losing a child strips away all the anger, all the resentment, and leaves these characters completely raw and vulnerable. That is exactly what is happening with Alex and Joy right now. When Kelsey's life is on the line, Alex isn't going to care about Stephanie's feelings. He is only going to care about the woman who gave birth to his child, the woman who is sharing his exact agonizing pain in that hospital waiting room. If we really want to analyze Alex's psychology here, we have to look at his history as a legacy character. Alex carries deep, unresolved abandonment issues because his biological mother, Angelica Devereaux, walked out and left him for Justin to raise. Alex has sworn to himself that he will never ever abandon his own flesh and blood. Think about the legacy of the Kiriakis men. We watched Victor Kiriakis ruthlessly manipulate women for decades to protect his bloodline. We watched Justin fight tooth and nail for his family. Alex is carrying that exact same Kiriakis intensity, but it is deeply twisted by his own trauma. When Angelica Devereaux dropped him off and vanished, it left a permanent scar on his soul. He is terrified of Kelsey feeling that same rejection. So when Kelsey is lying in a hospital bed hooked up to machines, Alex's protective instincts are going to go into absolute overdrive. Robert Scott Wilson is absolutely killing it right now with these emotional scenes. You can see the desperation in his eyes. He will choose Kelsey over Stephanie every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. And because Joy is Kelsey's mother, Joy gets a permanent VIP pass into Alex's heart. It is a psychological masterclass from the writers. Now, let's ruthlessly drag Joy for a minute, because I am not letting her off the hook. We all know that Joy Wesley originally came to Salem with a massive agenda. She wanted to use this baby as a golden meal ticket to secure the Kiriakis' fortune. She is Nancy and Craig's daughter, after all, so manipulation runs in her DNA. She wants the Kiriakis mansion, the premium health insurance, and the limitless bank accounts. However, I honestly believe that this medical crisis might actually pause her gold digger agenda for just a moment. When your baby is sick, the scheming stops. But the irony is that by stopping her scheming and showing genuine raw emotion, she is going to win Alex over completely. The vulnerability she shows in that hospital waiting room is going to make Alex see her in a completely different light. He's going to stop seeing her as an inconvenience to his marriage and start seeing her as the mother of his child who needs his protection. Meanwhile, what is Stephanie doing? She is completely spiraling out of control. The writers are having her take martial arts and self-defense lessons from Tate Black to try and reclaim her power, but it is too little, too late. Stephanie is suffocating under the pressure of playing the supportive wife while being treated like an outsider in her own marriage. She is watching her husband build a perfect little family unit with another woman. If you ask me, Stephanie's going to have a massive public meltdown during the July sweeps. She's going to realize that no matter how hard she tries, she can never compete with the biological bond between Alex, Joy, and Kelsey. The writers are painting Stephanie into a corner where she looks unhinged, paranoid, and dangerous, while Joy gets to play the sympathetic, victimized mother. So here's my official wild prediction for the July sweeps. Alex and Stephanie are going to break up. I am calling it right now. I believe that during this medical crisis, Alex and Joy are going to share a deeply emotional kiss in that hospital waiting room, or maybe even sleep together in a moment of sheer exhaustion and vulnerability. Stephanie is going to find out, or she is going to witness it firsthand, and she is going to pack her bags. The marriage is over, you guys. The chemistry between Alex and Stephanie has been fizzling out anyway, and the writers are clearly pivoting to an Alex and Joy pairing. It is the perfect sweeps month climax to a storyline that has been simmering for months. I have to give massive props to the casting department, because bringing in Alex Ann Hopkins as a recast for Joy was a stroke of genius. She plays that subtle, manipulative edge so perfectly, but she can also turn on the waterworks and make you feel sorry for her. She is the perfect foil for Stephanie. I just can't believe we are watching the total collapse of Alex's marriage so soon, but that is the magic of daytime television. You never know when a past mistake is going to show up on your doorstep with a baby carrier and completely ruin your life. So, I have to know what you guys think about all of this. Do you think Joy is genuinely heartbroken over Kelsey's illness? Or do you think she is secretly thrilled that this crisis is finally pushing Alex away from Stephanie and right into her arms? Will Stephanie sign the divorce papers this July, or will she fight dirty to keep her husband? Drop your wildest theories in the comment section below. I read every single one of them. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so we can keep gossiping about all the crazy drama in Salem. See you in the next video.